Well, I'll give you the Reader's Digest version. How it got started. 1984, I was saved, and I was kind of waiting on God's direction, although I didn't know I was waiting on God's direction because I was such a baby Christian. But what happened is I got a phone call from a guy named Rick Kua, who wanted to know, he'd heard I got saved and wanted to do a Christian concert in this area. And I said to him, "Why are you calling me to do a Christian concert? Don't you have an agent?" And he said, "No. I have an agent, but he's not doing a good job." And at that time, I really felt the Lord was telling me I needed to get out of this. I was the secular rock and roll business, a promoter, an agent, manager. And I felt that I didn't want to go back to it. I had had an accident and fractured my knee and my hip. So I was home, and I spent a lot of time. And when you're laying down, the only place you can look is up. And God really began to deal with me, and I just knew that I couldn't go back to that lifestyle and living. So I was just basically crying out to God, saying, "God, use me any way you can. I'm available. It's not ability, it's availability." So with that, I started booking Rick Kua. He said he'd pray about it, and I began to be his agent. And I saw things all around the whole country that were happening, and there was nothing like that happening here. And I said, "Man, how can we do this?" So there's a bunch of us guys that had gotten saved, and we were meeting on a weekly basis, and we were doing a radio show. And the Darien Lake, the people that ran Darien Lake at that time, the manager of the park, had found out I got saved, and he called my friend of mine and said, "I want to talk to this Caserta guy. I hear he's a Christian." And so I said, "Okay." He said, "But tell him not to call me till October 1st. Well, in the interim, he drove out of on Route 77 one night and hit a truck and died. So the guy that took his place was inquiring why he was going to meet with me. We had a meeting. Long and short of it is, out of that meeting came Kingdom Bound. They asked us if we wanted to do a Christian day, and we said, "Well, we don't have the money." They said, "Well, what would it cost to do a Christian day?" So we put together a whole budget for them, and Darien Lake put up the funds for the first 3 years, and they lost money, and that's how Kingdom Bound started. And then from there, our ministry was birthed, and this is the end result.